Hello students, welcome to my channel iSmile Academy. Today we will be doing gravitation part 6. The first question: energy required to move a body of mass m from an orbit of radius 2r to 3r. So here we have a body moving in a particular radius of 2r. So it is having some potential energy. So we need to move it to another orbit which is of 3r. Okay. So this is 2r, this is 3r. So how much amount of energy is required? So the most simplest method is what we do. We find the difference in energy between the two levels, this and this one. The potential energy level will also do. So what we do, we find the, let us assume this point at of the radius 2r, the potential energy is suppose u1, and at this point the potential energy is u2. So potential energy at point u1. Now what is the gravitational potential at point u1? It is, we know this equation, minus gm small m upon, because this radius is 2r, this is 2r, so this is upon 2r. And u2 is, because the radius is this radius is 3r, so we have minus gmm upon 3r. Now we find the difference in energy, okay, delta u. So if we find delta u, that much amount must be required so that it changes the orbit from 2r to 3r. So what we do, difference is, we want to take it to u2, so we write, for this is u2 minus u1. So u2 is minus gm m upon 3r, and this is minus of minus, so minus of gmm upon 2r. So we can take something, there are many things common, like we can take gmm upon r as common. So what we are left is minus 1 by 3, then this plus minus becomes plus, so plus 1 by 2. We can solve this using simple LCM. So what we get is 3 goes here, so minus 2 plus 3 upon 6, so it is 1 by 6. So this much amount of energy will be required so that the particular body changes its orbit from radius 2r to 3r. This is the answer. So in the option we can check here, this option D is correct in this case, D. Next we come to question number 2. The kinetic energy needed to project a body of mass m from Earth's surface to infinity is. So here what we want to calculate, how much amount of kinetic energy will be required so that the body escapes from the surface of the Earth's surface. So we know there is a velocity called as escape velocity. So if a body is projected with that particular velocity, which is called as escape velocity, that body will never come back. Okay, so we have some expressions for velocity, or rather escape velocity. One is this one, 2gm upon r. Now this velocity, another expression we can do this is by this formula also. Anyway, escape velocity can either be given by this equation or this equation. Now why I have written these two equations, because in the answer we must see what is given. So here it is given in terms of small g, so we have to use this equation. Now the expression for kinetic energy is half mv square, but in our case we must supply velocity which is equal to escape velocity, so ve square. So this becomes half m e, we will use this equation, this one. So square of this is under root 2gr the whole square. So what we get is half m 2gr. So this 2 gets cancelled out, so what we are left with mgr is the answer. So here C is the option, this much amount of kinetic energy. Next we come to question number 2. The kinetic energy needed to project a body of mass m from Earth's surface to infinity is. So here what we want to calculate, how much amount of kinetic energy will be required so that the body escapes from the surface of the Earth's surface. So we know there is a velocity called as escape velocity. So if a body is projected with that particular velocity, which is called as escape velocity, that body will never come back. Okay, so we have some expressions for velocity or the escape velocity. One is this one, 2gm upon r. Now this velocity, another expression we can do this is by this formula also. Anyway, escape velocity can either be given by this equation or this equation. Now why I have written this two equation, because in the answer we must see what is given. So here it is given in terms of small g, so we have to use this equation. Now the expression for kinetic energy is half mv square, but in our case we must supply velocity which is equal to escape velocity, so ve square. So this becomes half m e, we will use this equation, this one. So square of this is under root 2 gr the whole square. So what we get is half m 2 gr. So this 2 gets cancelled out, so what we are left with mgr is the answer. So here C is the option, this much amount of kinetic energy. Next we come to question number 3. A particle falls towards Earth from infinity, its velocity on reaching Earth would be. So we use the principle of conservation of energy. So initial total energy, initial is equal to total energy final. Now because there is no external force is acting on, no external force is acting on the particle, it is falling on the freely falling on the Earth. So this total energy is kinetic energy, initial kinetic energy, I just write I, plus initial potential energy equal to Ke final plus Pe initial, Pe final. Now we assume the particle is starting from rest, so the kinetic energy is 0, and also because as we go above, as we go away from the Earth, the potential energy decreases, and because it is coming from infinity, it is 0. So we are left with kinetic energy final. So let us assume this this is given by half mv square. Let the final velocity be v. Now regarding the potential energy, we have the expression for potential energy gmm upon r. This is given the potential energy. Now because left hand side is 0, so we only have the right hand side. So what we do is we take this half mv square this side, so it becomes minus half mv square, which is equal to minus gmm upon r. Now mm and negative sign also goes away, so what we are left with, v square is equal to minus half, sorry, it is half v square equal to, this is not minus, minus will go away, so m upon r. Now therefore what we have, v square would be 2 gm upon r, so v would be under root 2 gm upon r. So this is what we have, v equal to under root 2 gm upon r, but the answer is in terms of small g, there is no capital G here, so we need to convert this equation. So what we do, we in this case what we do is, here we multiply and divide by r inside. So here r, and here because r becomes r square, we are just multiplying divided by r. So g upon r square is small g, so we have this g r, because this small g is gm upon r square. So what we get v is under root 2 gr. This is the answer. So here we see the answer is B is the answer, under root 2 gr. Next we come to question number 4. VE and VP denote the escape velocity from the Earth and another planet having twice the radius and same mean density as Earth. So what is the relation amongst the escape velocities as compared, if we compare for Earth and other planet? So let RE be the radius of Earth and RP be the radius of that planet. So from the given data, RP is twice RE. Rho is same because it is given mean density is same. So what is the relation amongst themselves, among the escape velocities? We know the relation for escape velocity. VE is given by, I am writing for the Earth first, so it is gm upon r. So here I write mass me and re. So but see, mass we have, because mass is also variable. Variable means what? For Earth is different and for other planet is different. So we need to express mass in terms of radius. So density is mass upon volume. So me ve. So I don't write v, I just write vol, entire volume v, because v is already used. So vol means volume. So then me would become rho into volume of Earth. So rho volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube, re cube actually, this suffix, right? So me, if we express it, it becomes this. Next we substitute this value in the above equation. So what we get is VE would be equal to under root of g, and m is this entire value, so it is rho 4 by 3 pi re cube upon re. Now here in this case what we observe is re, 1 re in the denominator and numerator gets cancelled out. So we are left with under root g rho 4 by 3 re square. So we take re outside, the square root, so it becomes re square becomes re. So in this inside we have g rho 4 by 3. So this is what, this is VE, the escape velocity of Earth expression. Now we will do the similar calculation. Same calculation is done because here also gm and re are there, so we don't need to derive this formula again. We can simply write for VP. So for VP what we will have, what we will get, we don't need to write this again. So it would be RP under root g rho 4 by 3. So now what we do, because we in this we are given v upon VP. Now we just take the ratio of this. So VE upon VP, we are interested in VE upon VP. So it becomes RE, and this something inside the square root sign, which will of course get cancelled out, and here we have RP under root g rho 4 by 3. So this will get cancelled out. So what we have, VE upon VP is equal to RE upon RP. Now according to the given data, RP is 2RE. RP is 2RE. So we write this RE upon 2RE. So what happens next is we get this becomes, so this is actually half. So VE upon VP is half. So VE is half of VP. This is the answer. So here what the options we are given, So B is the correct answer. In this case, this B will be the V equal to Vp upon half, Vp divided by 2. So next we come to question number 4. So what is given is V E and Vp denote the escape velocity from the Earth and another planet having twice the radius and same mean density as Earth. So we have Earth and another planet. We need to compare the escape velocities such that the radius of that planet is twice the radius of Earth. So let us assume radius of Earth is, let us take it is Re is the radius of Earth and Rp is the radius of that planet. So radius of the planet would be twice the radius of the Earth. Now we need to compare the escape velocities, and rho is same, the mean density of Earth and the planet are same. So first we write the equation for escape velocity. Ve is equal to under root 2gm upon r, when the symbols have the usual meaning. Now 2, I just said this is Re, and of course this is Me, because mass of Earth and planet are different. So what we are now deriving is the escape velocity of Earth, for the Earth. Okay, so now this mass, we need to express mass in terms of radius. So we have density is mass upon volume. So this is Me upon VOL. I am writing VOL because V symbol is already used here, so we will be confused. So VOLE. So mass Me is equal to rho into volume, but volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube, Re cube. So we substitute this value here. So what we get, Me instead of Me we get rho 4 by 3 pi Re cube, the whole upon Re. Now here Re and Re both will get cancelled out, so we are only left with the numerator. So in the numerator we have 2g rho 4 by 3 pi r square, Re square. Next what we do is we don't do this calculation, we just take Re outside. So Re square inside the square root sign, so when we take it out we get Re, and this is under root 4 to the 8, so 8 by 3 g rho pi. Okay, this is what we get. Now we do the similar calculation for the planet also. Okay, so because everything is almost same, so what we will get, we don't need to write the entire expression again and derive this. We can directly write for Vp. What we would have is Vp would be Rp under root 8 by 3 g rho pi. Now what we do is, now we just take the ratio of Ve. This is what we have, this is Ve, so we take Ve upon Vp, we divide this. So what we get, Ve upon Vp, so Ve upon Vp would be equal to Re upon Rp. But here we know, what we have seen is Rp is 2 times Re, so this becomes Re upon 2 times Re. Re will get cancelled out, so what we are left is Ve upon Vp is 1 by 2, or we can say Ve is half Vp. So this is the answer. So in this case B is the correct answer. Next we come to problem number 5. Radius of orbit of satellite of Earth is r. Its kinetic energy is proportional to. So what we are given is a satellite is orbiting around the Earth. So I'm just this is Earth. So it's moving in the orbit of radius r. So its kinetic energy is proportional to. So remember students, when a satellite is orbiting around Earth, the orbital velocity VO is given by under root gm upon r. Please don't get confused with in case of escape velocity we write under root 2 gm upon r, so it is gm upon r. So this is v0. Now kinetic energy equation is given by half mv square to mv0 square. So what we do, we just take the square of this, so we have half m and the square of this, square of gm upon r. So what we have, half m, the small m is the mass of the satellite, this capital M is the mass of the Earth, so both are not same. So by the way we get this, the square sign goes upon r. So here in this case this half is a number, so m is constant, g is constant, this m is constant, so r, so kinetic energy what we say is proportional to 1 by r, it is inversely proportional to r. So in this case the option is A, 1 by r. Next is question number 6. Escape velocity of a body of mass 1 kilogram mass on a planet is 100 meter per second. Gravitational potential energy of the body at the planet is. So we are given the mass of the body as 1 kilogram and the escape velocity. So let us write the escape velocity expression. So VE is under root of 2 gm upon r. This is what is given to us, and small m is given, small m is 1 kilogram. This capital M is the mass of the planet. So this VE given as 100, so this is 100 is equal to under root 2 gm upon r. So we just take the square, squaring both the sides, so what we have is 10,000 is equal to 2 gm upon r. So I just write this left hand side, take this gm upon r left hand side, so this 2 goes here, so we have 10,000 divided by 2. So gm upon r is then 5,000, so gm upon r becomes 5,000. Now we have the expression for the potential energy, U is equal to gravitational potential energy is minus gmm upon r. Now we already derived this gm upon r here, so this is minus this gm upon r is minus this is actually 5,000, so we have this 5,000 into mass, small m is already given, which is 1 kilogram. It is given 1 kilogram, so this is 1. So minus 5,000 into 1 is minus 5,000 joules. So this is the answer, minus 5,000. So here option D is correct option, this one. So students, that's all for today's session. Because we are doing less from record, we are doing numericals, and numericals they take long time. So I request to all my students, please do it by yourself also. Just by watching the videos you won't understand it properly, so you must do the problems by yourself also, and also refer the books. Thanks for watching.